The vehicle in the supplied video wears a BYD badge, but the completed motorhome is a Wanaka product built on a BYD T5DM light truck chassis. BYD supplies the underlying hybrid vehicle platform, while Wanaka designs and installs the living body and RV systems. Calling it a BYD-built motorhome hides the most important manufacturing relationship. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. The uploaded video repeatedly reuses exterior and interior footage carrying watermarks from several channels. Those images show a real Wanaka motorhome, but the editing does not prove every spoken specification. The new documentary separates visible features from claims that still require a model sheet or sales contract. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. BYD is globally known for batteries and electrified vehicles, so its badge makes an unfamiliar Chinese RV instantly clickable. The phrase "destroying the industry" turns a niche regional product into a global confrontation. There is no evidence that the entire RV industry has been commercially displaced. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. The relevant vehicle is commonly described as the Wanaka T5DM Pro or Pro Max, depending on equipment and slide-out configuration. It is a compact cab-over motorhome based on a hybrid light truck platform. Version names matter because battery capacity, layout, price, solar, and dimensions can change. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. Reports and sales material indicate that Wanaka versions are offered in the Chinese market. Availability in China does not mean homologation, warranty, service, insurance, or legal registration in the United States or Europe. A buyer must evaluate the market in which the vehicle will actually be used. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. The interesting combination is a high-voltage plug-in hybrid truck chassis paired with a large house battery, substantial solar, and a compact living body. That can reduce generator use and support electric appliances while parked. The novelty is system integration, not the invention of the motorhome. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. The real test is whether the vehicle delivers safe weight distribution, reliable service, usable range, comfortable living, and a competitive total cost. A viral tour can reveal features but cannot answer all of those questions. The rest of the video examines the product as an RV rather than a headline. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. The T5DM begins as a BYD hybrid light truck engineered to carry commercial loads, not as a luxury coach. That foundation provides frame strength, brakes, steering, suspension, high-voltage hardware, and a cab. Wanaka must integrate its body without exceeding chassis limits. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. A plug-in hybrid can drive on stored electricity for shorter journeys and use an engine for longer travel or when charging is unavailable. For RV users, this reduces range anxiety compared with a fully electric motorhome. Real consumption depends heavily on total mass, speed, climate, terrain, and accessory loads. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Video descriptions commonly cite a BYD Blade battery around 55 kilowatt-hours for the traction system. Blade is BYD branding for a lithium iron phosphate cell and pack architecture. Pack capacity should be confirmed from the specific vehicle certificate because model revisions can differ. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. The chassis uses a high-voltage electrical system for propulsion and fast charging, while the habitation system may use a separate lower-voltage battery. These are connected through controlled charging equipment rather than treated as one simple battery. Mixing traction and house capacity creates misleading totals. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. Some promotional descriptions claim rapid DC charging from 20 to 90% in roughly 20 to 27 minutes. Charging time depends on charger power, temperature, battery condition, starting state, and the exact software limits. A repeatable independent charging curve would be stronger evidence than one quoted number. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. Claims of 800 to 1,000 kilometers refer to hybrid operation combining battery energy and fuel. They are not pure electric range figures and may reflect favorable test conditions. A tall motorhome body creates more aerodynamic drag than a standard cargo truck. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Hybrid drivetrains can recover part of the vehicle's kinetic energy during deceleration. A heavy RV may offer substantial recovery opportunities on rolling roads, but a full battery limits regeneration. Mechanical brakes remain essential, especially on long descents. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. The T5DM can supply a quieter electric driving mode, external power possibilities, and a modern control platform. Those benefits could make an RV more convenient than a conventional diesel-only truck. They do not automatically make the finished conversion reliable or road-legal everywhere. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. Published descriptions place the Wanaka near 6 meters long, roughly 2.45 meters wide, and about 3.4 meters tall. That is compact by large motorhome standards, but still far bigger than a passenger van. Clearance, parking, ferry pricing, and license rules must be checked locally. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. The bed above the cab turns otherwise unused height into sleeping space and keeps the floor plan short. This familiar Class C layout creates more interior volume than a van conversion of similar length. The trade-off is height, frontal area, climbing access, and potential wind noise. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. The video emphasizes molded fiberglass sections and reduced panel seams. Fewer joints can help water management, but windows, roof equipment, doors, hatches, and structural interfaces remain potential leak paths. Long-term water ingress testing matters more than a showroom finish. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. Pro Max footage shows an electric slide-out that expands the living area when parked. A slide creates valuable floor space, but adds motors, seals, structure, wiring, weight, and another weather barrier. Owners need manual retraction procedures and realistic service access. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. Large exterior compartments look impressive, yet every suitcase, water tank, battery, appliance, and passenger consumes payload. Volume is not the same as legal carrying capacity. A proper review requires curb weight, axle weights, gross vehicle rating, and loaded four-corner measurements. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. Reports describe approximately 400 liters of fresh water and a large gray water tank on some versions. 400 liters of water alone weighs about 400 kilograms before tanks and plumbing. Large capacity extends stays but can quickly consume payload and change handling. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Double-glazed windows, insulated panels, blinds, ventilation, heating, and air conditioning determine four-season comfort. A bright factory tour cannot reveal thermal bridges, condensation behavior, or cold weather plumbing protection. Independent use across seasons would provide better evidence. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. A compact wheelbase helps maneuverability, while a tall body raises sensitivity to crosswinds and weight placement. Suspension tuning must balance commercial load capacity with living comfort. A serious test includes braking, emergency maneuvers, rough roads, noise, and stability. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. The Motorhome can combine the BYD traction battery with a separate habitation battery for lights, appliances, pumps, and climate control. This separation helps protect driving range and provides redundancy. The exact transfer rules and reserve limits should be documented. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. Some 2026 reports describe a total near 70 kilowatt-hours by adding the chassis battery and a house battery of roughly 16 kilowatt-hours. That arithmetic does not mean all energy is freely interchangeable. Usable capacity depends on system boundaries, conversion losses, and protected reserves. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. The featured roof is reported with roughly 2.38 kilowatts of solar. That is substantial for an RV, but panel nameplate power is achieved only under favorable irradiance and orientation. Shade, heat, clouds, dirt, and flat mounting reduce daily harvest. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. A video claim of about 8 kilowatt-hours per day may be possible in strong sun, but output changes by location and season. Energy must be compared with air conditioning, cooking, refrigeration, water heating, and charging loads. Watts of panels and kilowatt-hours of daily energy are different quantities. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. A large battery and solar array can operate air conditioning without a generator for useful periods. Duration depends on cooling load, insulation, outside temperature, thermostat setting, and other appliances. Saying continuous air conditioning requires a complete energy budget. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. An inverter converts battery DC into AC for domestic appliances and must handle both continuous and startup power. Cable sizing, protection, ventilation, grounding, and component certification are safety critical. A high wattage printed on a screen does not prove correct installation. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Owners may charge from a DC fast charger, AC shore connection, the hybrid system, solar, or combinations allowed by the design. That flexibility is the vehicle's strongest off-grid argument. Compatibility, charging losses, noise, fuel use, and campsite rules still matter. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. Solar and batteries reduce dependence on hookups, but cannot eliminate weather, water, waste, food, maintenance, and legal parking constraints. Off-grid capability is a balanced system, not one oversized component. The best review calculates realistic days for specific users and climates. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. The Wanaka uses cab-over sleeping, a central lounge and kitchen, a rear bed, and a compact bathroom to fit multiple functions into 6 meters. The arrangement looks spacious in a wide-angle lens. Measurements and a real walkthrough are needed to judge circulation with several people aboard. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. A touchscreen groups battery, tank, lighting, climate, and camera information. Centralized control can simplify daily operation and reveal system status quickly. Owners also need physical overrides and serviceable controls when a screen or network fails. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Promotional material shows two main beds and describes seating or sleeping arrangements for a small family. Travel seats require approved restraints and anchorage. A lounge that sleeps someone is not automatically a legal passenger seat. Seat and berth counts must be separated. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. The galley includes refrigeration, microwave storage, sink space, and provisions for electric cooking. Induction avoids onboard combustion but places a large load on batteries and inverter. Counter space, ventilation, secure latches, and usable storage decide whether the kitchen works on the road. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. A compact washer-dryer is unusual in a motorhome of this length and supports longer travel. It also consumes water, electricity, space, payload, and drying time. The feature is valuable only when the whole resource system can support it. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. The wet bath uses a compact shower, toilet, storage, ventilation, and drainage in one room. Double drains and anti-slip surfaces are useful details. Cleaning access, odor control, winterization, waterproofing, and tank capacity matter after the showroom tour. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Bed access, step heights, headroom, door width, lighting, noise, and storage reach affect everyday comfort. Features that photograph well may become inconvenient during repeated use. An independent multi-day test is more valuable than a fast interior reveal. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. Videos convert Chinese prices into roughly $63,000 to $67,000 for selected versions. Currency conversion is not an export retail price. Taxes, shipping, homologation, dealer margin, warranty, registration, financing, and options can transform the final cost. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. Different reports cite Pro, Pro Max, 55 kilowatt-hour, and 70 kilowatt-hour configurations. Prices and specifications may refer to different model years or option packages. A trustworthy comparison starts with a dated factory configuration sheet and vehicle identification. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. A light truck motorhome may require a different driving license or registration class than a passenger vehicle. The correct rule depends on jurisdiction and gross vehicle weight. A translated promotional video cannot determine what license an overseas buyer needs. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Fresh water, passengers, batteries, solar hardware, food, luggage, accessories, and the slide-out all count against legal ratings. Overloading affects braking, tires, axles, stability, insurance, and warranty. The absence of verified weight data is a major gap in viral coverage. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. The chassis needs BYD commercial vehicle diagnostics, while the living body needs Wanaka parts and RV technicians. Export owners could face language, shipping, software, and component availability barriers. A low purchase price is less persuasive without durable support. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. Insurers and lenders value known repair networks, certified components, crash information, and predictable resale markets. A rare imported model may be difficult to value or repair after damage. These ownership costs are invisible in a factory beauty shot. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. Chassis, traction battery, house battery, appliances, body structure, and installed systems may carry separate warranties. A failure at the interface can create disputes over responsibility. Buyers should require written coverage valid in their country. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. North American and European builders already sell lithium batteries, solar, inverters, hybrid power concepts, and sophisticated control systems. The Wanaka is not introducing each component for the first time. Its competitive argument is the amount of equipment integrated at a Chinese market price. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. Established RV prices include local compliance, distribution, labor, dealer support, warranties, financing, and brand margins. Some costs reflect inefficiency, others fund services buyers expect. Comparing a Chinese domestic price with an American showroom price is not like for like. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. Chinese supply chains can combine batteries, electronics, solar hardware, appliances, composite bodies, and commercial chassis at scale. That may pressure global manufacturers to improve electrical systems and value. Pressure is credible even before direct exports become common. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. To enter another market, the vehicle must satisfy rules covering dimensions, mass, lighting, braking, emissions, high voltage, crashworthiness, gas, electrical systems, and occupant restraints. Certification can require redesign and testing. A product can be excellent in China and still be unavailable elsewhere. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. RV buyers often depend on dealers for inspections, repairs, recalls, winterization, and warranty work. A new entrant needs parts, training, documentation, and reimbursement systems. Selling the first vehicle is easier than supporting the 1,000th. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. Wanaka or other Chinese builders could partner with local distributors, license designs, or export components and chassis systems. Partnership can solve service and compliance faster than direct online sales. It also raises costs and reduces the dramatic price gap used in headlines. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. Competitors may answer with larger battery options, better solar integration, hybrid platforms, lighter construction, and clearer energy management. They do not need to copy the exact vehicle to respond. The most realistic disruption is faster innovation, not instant destruction. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. To prove the industry is being destroyed, we would need export volumes, market share, dealer losses, pricing changes, and sustained customer adoption. The current evidence shows attention and an interesting product. That is important, but it is not the same as dominance. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. A Wanaka motorhome exists on a BYD T5DM hybrid light truck chassis, and videos show a compact cab overbody with substantial electrical and living equipment. The project is more than an AI concept. The correct brand description is essential. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. Public English language sources do not consistently agree on battery totals, pure electric range, combined range, fast charge time, price, and Pro versus Pro Max equipment. Those numbers should be attributed and dated. Independent road tests and certified specifications remain limited. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. The product highlights a genuine shift toward high-capacity batteries, electric appliances, solar generation, and hybrid commercial chassis in RV design. Those technologies can reduce generator dependence and improve parked comfort. They deserve attention without exaggerated market claims. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support. BYD is the chassis and powertrain supplier, not the complete motorhome manufacturer, and no evidence shows the entire RV industry being destroyed. The phrase is a prediction disguised as a result. The documentary should convert that claim into a question. The editing must therefore match the visible feature with the exact version being discussed. Confirm exact model, production date, gross ratings, axle weights, certified seats, battery boundaries, charging standards, warranty territory, spare parts, and legal registration. Then calculate a realistic loaded energy and water budget. Without those documents, do not purchase on the strength of a viral tour. For a buyer, verified documents and independent testing matter more than a dramatic tour. China's advantage is the ability to connect an electrified commercial chassis with a dense domestic supply chain for RV bodies and electrical equipment. That could create globally competitive products if compliance and support follow. The next phase will be decided outside the showroom. This distinction keeps the story exciting without turning a marketing claim into a proven fact. The Wanaka BYD T5DM is not destroying the RV industry today, but it exposes how quickly expectations for off-grid power, hybrid range, and equipment value are rising. Its most important effect may be forcing competitors to explain why their systems cost more. That is a compelling story without pretending the market has already collapsed. The full result depends on weight, climate, driving conditions, installation quality, and after-sales support.